Nairobi.
Now, Kenya has lost over 20 billion shillings in just 5 years due to delays in approving advanced crop varieties that could boost food security and farmer incomes. A new report warns that misinformation and regulatory bottlenecks are keeping life-changing technologies out of farmers' hands and consequently costing the country billions. Dennis Otieno reports.
A new study titled "The Cost of Delay" paints a sobering picture of what Kenya is losing by not adopting 3 advanced crop varieties: insect-resistant maize and cotton, and a late blight disease-resistant potato. Over the last 5 years, those delays have cost the country an estimated 20.4 billion shillings.
Just to put this in perspective, that money is able to buy over 300,000 metric tons of maize that can feed more than 1.5 million Kenyans. And that is the magnitude of the loss that we are facing as a result of the delay in adopting this technology.
The report by Breakthrough Institute, Alliance for Science, and the African Agricultural Technology Foundation, among others, shows that if Kenya moved swiftly to commercialize these crops, they could inject more than 60 billion shillings into the economy over the next 3 decades. For instance, the advanced BT maize, developed by Kenyan scientists, resists pests like the stem borer and fall armyworm, which wipe out up to 20% of harvests every year. The report says had it been commercialized earlier, farmers could have produced an extra 194,000 tons of maize, enough to cover a quarter of Kenya's maize imports in 2022. For cotton farmers, the story is similar. The rollout of BT cotton, now finally approved, was delayed by almost 5 years, costing Kenya's textile sector hundreds of millions. And for potato farmers battling the late blight disease, the delay in approving a resistant Shangi variety is costing over 7 billion shillings in lost benefits.
There are a lot of myths around genetically modified food crops, and it is these myths that and the misinformation in our population that has led into all these conversations as to whether or not GM maize is safe, BT cotton is safe, and many other GM food crops.
We have had a lot of court cases. Some of them have been dismissed. Others are still active. And because of those litigations, basically the deployment of GMO technologies have been slowed down. We hope those cases will be determined in a short period of time, after which the authority is able to progress with its mandate to assess and make decisions on the GMOs.
With 8 African countries already growing genetically modified crops, including Ethiopia, Ghana, and Nigeria, scientists say Kenya risks being left behind if stagnation in policy continues. Dennis Otieno, Citizen TV.